Hey guys, welcome back to episode number 2 of the Realtor series. So, yesterday we spoke about why it was important for you to build your own personal brand in 2022. Before we move to the next step, first we need to discuss about your own mindset. Okay, so if you don't have the right mindset following this process, then there could be times that you might feel like giving up. So every realtor, irrespective of whether you own your own company or you work for a company, you are an entrepreneur. You need to come to terms with that because you need to build multiple sources of getting clients. If you are only going to depend on one source, then you're just going to be running behind one client, and it'll look desperate, and in the end, you might just lose him, or he might get frustrated and then just not work with you. So you don't want to be in that situation, and in order to avoid that situation, you need to have the right mindset from the beginning itself. What do I mean by that? Okay, so like I told you, you need to have the entrepreneur's mindset. So initially, every entrepreneur, it doesn't matter who it is, they use one of two elements, either time or either money. Okay, if you have enough time but no money, the process will be slow, but it has advantages. I'll get to that later. Okay, but on the other hand, if you don't have time but you have money, then you will be using money as the resource to compensate for time. So you are going to be hiring people who are going to help you push the business forward. But as realtors, we you either have money or you don't have money. But I encourage every realtor to use time and leverage time, because you need to develop a lot of skills, and initially it is much favorable for you to develop those skills and do everything yourself, so you know exactly what you're doing. And if there is anything missing or anything going wrong, if you're not seeing the results, then you know what exactly is going wrong, and you have the ability to fix that. Once you are at a stage where everything is smooth, then you can hire people on board and help you out. Okay, this again, it applies for whether you are the owner or whether you are an individual real estate agent. Now, as an entrepreneur, okay, you will be developing skills. So you will be developing skills where you will be managing your own social media. You will be the point of contact for your clients. You will be the one who will be responsible of mapping out contents, streamlining contents, and making sure that everything is put where it has to be. Okay, so you will be wearing multiple hats. You will be developing a lot of skill sets, and this is just going to help you put your name out there and gain momentum among your audience. Okay, so the process will be slow initially, but as you develop traction, then that's it. There is no looking back. Okay, initially the journey is going to be hard. So this is why you need to have the entrepreneur's mindset, because there will be times when you will feel like giving up. There will be times when you will feel that this is not working out, but you need to keep at it. You need to keep doing it. All you need to do is focus on the content. Like I mentioned yesterday, focus on the content and the quantity until you gain leverage and you gain enough traction in the market. Once that is done, you will automatically figure out how to increase the quality. Okay, but if you're going to focus on quality and content and quantity all in the beginning itself, you will give up in the beginning. Okay, the thing is to start. You need to start right now and start posting content. That is one part. The second part is, once you start doing that, you also need to start working on how exactly are you dealing with your clients currently. One thing I encourage every realtor to do is to meet your client before you offer them any property. Okay, when you actually meet the client, this opens a lot of emotion. So they see you, you can actually feel what kind of emotion is there. Okay, you can understand them better. But on a call, even if you're on a call for like 30 minutes, there is not much you're able to discover. But when you meet in person, it could be a casual coffee. When you meet in person, it's a whole different ball game, and that is when you actually start to build trust. That is the starting point of building trust. Okay, so normally what happens is, agents, they speak to the client. Okay, they tell them, okay, I have so and so property, and then they meet on the viewing directly. There is not much conversation that you can do on the viewing itself. Okay, because that is not the agenda of meeting the client during a viewing. The agenda of meeting a client during the viewing is just to show the property. You cannot really sit down with him and talk about his personality and what exactly is he looking for, how is his family, where does he work. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. So once when you actually meet him casually, you open up all of these doors. Okay, so that is where you build the trust and respect, and then from there onwards it is much more easier and much more smoother to work with the client. Okay, so you need to fix that first, because once you start generating leads from social media but you screw up your the way you are dealing with your clients, then that's not going to fall in place, it is not going to align. So these are the two things that you need to work on. The best way to actually do this is to call your existing leads, not necessarily the leads that you have already closed, but people who have not worked with you or whom you have not met, who never answered you. It is just good to call them and ask them if they can meet up and let's discuss. Are you looking for a property still? Okay, you're looking for a property. Very good. Why don't we just meet up? Let's discuss. I'm sure you are looking to buy a property. I'm sure you would like to know whom exactly are you gonna work with, right? That's a good opener. That is what you can tell them, and they'll be more than happy to meet you. That is when they will actually understand. Okay, this guy, he actually wants to work in my favor. He actually wants to help me out rather than just throwing properties on my face. Try to fix this first. Okay, in the next video we will discuss how exactly do you start mapping out content for your social media, and how exactly do you design content in advance for your social media. So we will design it in such a way where you can spend like maybe 3 to 4 days in a month, and you can literally map out content for the entire month. You just have to post it every day, as and just gain as many audience as possible, gain as many relevant audience as possible. So that in the next video. If you like to see content like this, it really motivates me. If you can like and subscribe, it will just motivate me to create more videos like this. See you in the next one.